be.
It's live already?
Yep, it's live already. Oh, what is that noise?
Yep, give me a second. Thank you guys for joining muted.
Oh.
Yep, no, I'm fixing it, Mandy. It's Andrew. Andrew, something's going on with your shit. Please join again. Because something's wrong with your I don't know if no television in the background, British eyes.
Oh, okay.
All right, there we go. Andrew fixed it. All right, guys, shut the fuck up so I can do the intro.
Avalanche. We've got the message 4 times now.
Bitch, what's good, YouTube? It is your boy Thesis, aka Thesis himself, from the Saturday Wee.
The Saturday Wee.
That's right. God bless it.
No,
look. Tonight we're going to be featuring Mandy herself, Mike Shirauki, and then we got Andrew Hadley all the way down from Southern California, aka Australia. We're going to go ahead and do the divvy. If you don't know what the divvy is, then welcome to the Saturday Rewick.
I don't know what the divvy is.
I don't either. But it sounds cool as fuck. Let's do the divvy. Does it not or no?
Divvy Philly.
Who said that? The divvy feeling? All right, and so we're going to start from the left to right. We're going to wait 1 more minute for people to join. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not done so, you're a loser. Okay? You should. If you're not going to hit the like button or dislike it, either one, it does the same thing for analytics. So just go ahead and say that.
Push one of the buttons.
Push one of the buttons. If you don't like it, dislike. If you like it, like. If you want to be a part of the live stream on Saturdays, you're more than welcome to. However, that is reserved for patrons only. And who the fuck is that? Justino. Be honest with me.
Suddenly it's becoming a little bit tactile.
Jesus.
Who is it?
Justino.
Oh. He's looking around like he doesn't.
Yeah, like it's not him. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to delete the previous live stream. 1 second. I promise. I doubly promise. Okay. Delete this video.
KP to Freak said Fagan sent me.
Oh shit. Thank you so much, Fagan. So all right, guys, Peep Game. So let's talk about this. I want to show you guys off. This is my beautiful, I built this myself. Going back and forth from here to Home Depot. I basically developed this with me and Mandy on our own, right? With no help from Ryan Lilly or anybody. Specifically not from anyone that talks about British people's eyes in particular. But this is an exact replica of the coils that I built in particular. Now, granted, this one is not as perfect as it should be. There's a couple of problems with this knee clip right here, and that's actually because I want to represent my actual genes. I have.
Would you call that a knee?
Yeah, I call that the knee. That's I call this the L coil, right? Because it's an L, or it's a B. It's B. It's B. It's a B coil. It's blood. Blood.
And really, because then it could be the D on this side.
Yep. And I got the BD. That's the big dick, right? It's the B and then the D, and then it's clapped in because I'm musically talented. I could use my dick as a guitar string if it was a giant guitar. If it was a giant, you put it together and it's, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You get it? That's basically kind of where I'm coming from, right? But I apologize. All right, so big shout out to my boy for British Eyes Only. This motherfucker right here put Twisted Messes out of business. As far as I'm concerned, Twisted Messes should retire and hand the torch over to motherfucking Ryan Lilly. So from left to right, I'm going to go ahead and introduce everyone watching to my boy Andrew, all the way down in Australia, right near the Texas-Canadian border. And then we've got Ryan Lilly, who's on the East Coast, over towards Washington State. And then we've got Joshua. He's only a couple of miles away right over here. We got Justino, who again on the East Coast, all the way up in New York. And then we've got Mike Cherokee again on the East Coast, right in Wisconsin. And then myself and Mandy in Minnesota. All right, guys. So I don't have the chat up. Give me a second to bring the chat up. Baby, how was your day, first and foremost?
Good. I forgot I worked.
Did you?
I forgot I was at work all day today.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. I did a nice 10-hour today and forgot all about it.
That's a good job. Speaking of 10-hour days, baby.
But it was good.
Is there anyone in here you have not met yet?
That
gentleman?
Yep.
What about this gentleman?
Andrew. I don't know.
He is the voice of Vaping with Thesis, Mike Vapes.
Oh.
Andrew?
I've heard lots about you.
Yep. Speak, Andrew.
Nice to meet you, Mandy.
Hello.
Hey, Mandy.
He is the voice.
Oh.
Who the fuck was that?
Somebody.
Me. Sexy.
Oh, it was Ray. Hi, Ray. What the fuck? That is the second time that's happened. Ray, it's really loud at your house.
Yeah, can you not can you just wait in line, bro? From left to right. You're here last. You're on the right. Okay, I'll get to you. Sorry, I love Ray. I love Ray so much.
Ray has children in the background.
No, don't do that, Ray.
It was a child that just creeped through the background.
Don't. This is an 18+ channel.
I mean, a ghost.
It was a ghost.
It's not a child, sorry.
What was it? Was it Black China?
No, it's not Black China. He's at work.
Was it Cassandra?
No, it's not Cassandra.
Was it an animal?
No.
Was it a human being?
Yes.
Over the age of 18.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Andrew. Andrew, first and foremost, bro, tell us where you are and then what you're vaping on.
As you know, I am in Australia. I'm on the West Coast in Perth. Right now, I'm vaping on my Asmodus Minikin V2 with the Zeus X.
Such a solid mod. One of my favorite mods of all time. Keep going.
It is. It's my go-to. And I've just put in the last of this Dew Time Lemon Bar.
Oh, yum.
It's delicious. I haven't had that specific brand, but lemon bar is one of my favorites.
And just on a side note, I'm Mike's twin brother.
This is true shit. Now, can we just go ahead and do a Vaping with Thesis introduction with Mike Vapes?
What's up, peeps? Mike Vapes here. Today you're watching the Saturday Rewick with Nas and Mandy.
Beautiful. That's absolutely gorgeous. Mike actually sent me out one of his personal recurve duels because Wotofo will not send me one. So Mike said he's gonna chalk him up, or he's gonna box him up, and he sent me one. I was really happy. Thank you, Mike. And then we've got for British eyes only. He is a Brit. He's got a glorious head of hair. Holy
I thought you were gonna say beard. I wasn't expecting the head of hair.
No, but he's got some
beautiful
fucking Jesus. You're even prettier without a hat. Why do you even wear one?
Because I have to put stuff in my hair to make it like this, and I don't want to do that every day.
Do you use Dapper Dan? Are you a Dapper Dan man?
I think I use American Crew when I'm going out on a outing.
No. Not a Dapper Dan man.
No.
Do you live in Britain? Where do you live?
I live in New Jersey.
New Jersey? Oh.
He's not British.
He's not British.
But his name is
For British eyes only.
For British eyes only.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
he's just looking for a British bird.
I like a
watch wrestling.
Huh?
There's a link in my Instagram to the clip to that scene, so you'll get the reference, and you don't have to watch the whole series, but you should.
If it's on television, it's not good. Do they say the fuck word in it?
Yeah, but it's bleeped out because it was on TV, but it's on Netflix now, and they picked it up for season 4 or 5.
Oh shit!
And
okay. If that's the case, then I'll watch.
What show?
The first 3 seasons are essential.
If you guys are watching, if you guys are wondering where this came from, this did come from Ryan Lilly, that dude right there. I've got the biggest one, and if anyone requests one that is larger, I want to just automatically build one that's bigger than that. I'll put my house up for a second mortgage. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I need to have the largest coil in the industry. So right here, right now, this is the biggest one in the industry. And we have a 7-foot spool, 2 7-foot spools that just to be a dick, if you just want to send me a pre-wrapped wire.
7 foot, like, in diameter?
Yeah.
Is that how big they are?
Yeah. The spools?
I'm trying to think of when I was sitting on top of them.
The top portion is, the middle portion's not. The middle portion's probably closer to 5 or 4.
They're big.
They're big.
Hey, so, okay, regular spool. If you fuck around like I do, you need spools like this.
Yes. Yes. And you're going to have to pay up for them because they're delicious. All right, passing over to Joshua, who's not here. He is a robot with a panda. There he is. All right, Josh, where are you? Wait, hold on. British eyes only. What are you vaping on?
What am I not vaping on? All right, Caliburn. I just finally got one, and it's great. I've got, what is it? This shit. Fucking. Yeah, let me just go through all this real quick because I got to go up to sleep. I've been awake since 3 a.m. I had work for 5 hours at UPS and then 9 hours at the shop. So,
were you clocked in this time?
Yeah, fuck you. I was there all day. It was just me doing my thing. TNT, the next tobacco, and a 12. It's delicious. I can't. It's like a maple-y tobacco. I made a heat-treated little regular ass just Clapton just to see how it heat treats.
It looks pretty fucking good, dude.
I could do a better job. I'm gonna make a big ass frame staple. That's gonna be fun. And this is 3mm ribbon.
When you're ready to make a juggernaut this size, you let me know.
Wait, Kidney Puncher makes 3mm ribbon?
What?
Kidney Puncher makes 3mm ribbon?
No. I put it on that spool. All right, so the CalMod Sidekick. It's like a 2013-14 mod with the OG Twisted Messes. Vaping 80 on the off ramp, my favorite. I'm sorry, I can't do this. This is why.
Don't put it. That's literally having a porn star dick and never having sex. The exact equivalent.
Is this better?
Oh my god, you look like Rip Trippers!
I am Rip Trippers.
Holy shit!
Howdy, vapors! I'm chugging some sick tits.
You even have the mannerisms down, bro. That's pretty fucked up.
I can't watch that guy. Detonator with Jay Hayes's Jimmy Joe coffee. It's so good. I'm gonna try not to use the shizzy or fuzzy words.
Spit it out, bro.
Got one for you.
You got one more. That's it. One more. What is that? Is that an original?
This is the aged cigar, and this is an authentic Veritas on top that I just got.
Shit.
And I love it.
That's titties.
Yeah, this is the one that you. Wait, hold on. This is the one that you adjust the wattage by doing this.
Yep, I've got that same chipset on a different box, but that same exact chipset. Fuck yeah. It's got the accelerometer on there.
Yep.
Thank you,
The
bro.
owner was going to throw it out. He was going to throw it away because no one bought it. And like,
what a douche.
well,
Joshua?
yeah, he doesn't vape.
The owner doesn't vape? Oh, there's
No.
There's a chain up here that's got 3 shops. The owners don't vape either. It's actually pretty sad. But that's beside the point. Josh, what are you vaping on, bro? I see you're working on a build as we speak. What are you building?
All right. Silo.
Fuck yes.
Aromomizer and normal. What is it? The one from the local place. I cannot remember.
Vermilion River, the
lemonade flavor.
Yeah, the lemonade. What the fuck? It's got a weird name. Not burst.
Concussion.
That's what it was.
Simple.
Justina, what about yourself, dog? Oh, hold on. Where you at, Josh?
Hang on. Josh, what did you smoke before you started vaping?
Blue American Spirits.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
So. Yeah,
Justina, what about yourself, dog?
Fixing my Unity. So.
Oh, let me see that Unity quick. There we go. Oh, it's a terrible shot, but fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. It's
Just trying to make
our
it
internet.
Put a laser wolf in it. So.
Justina, what about yourself with your semi-glorious hair?
Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. I saw Mandy giving me the eyes of death when my FaceTime was going off before. It's my wife FaceTiming me from Texas. For some reason, shockingly, you were giving me the same eyes she gives me.
Because you didn't answer.
Yeah, she's so mad. But she's like, oh, you're streaming, huh? Oh, you're streaming. I am vaping currently on a special edition Team Knocked All Black Ultim build box with this crazy Makudi titanium tip that I'm really ready to shake his head. I just wanted to say real quick, this week was really rough for me, and being able to share this time with you guys is really helpful. You know, I have a family member in crisis, and I'm trying to do the best that I can to be there for them, but you know, it grinds on us, but we do what we must to support the ones that we love. And it's one of the things that I love about this channel, how people support each other. It's going to be my birthday in 8 minutes. And so hopefully Thesis and Mandy can coordinate this. But what I'd like to do for my birthday is just share the love that I feel like I get from NinjaMilitia in the channel and help support this channel continuing to share its message and put it out there. So I'm going to put up for a giveaway a black Delrin limited edition reset mech mod. It's a black laser engraved Delrin with a gold plated brass tube. It's ridiculous. It's limited edition. I think maybe there's 2 ever made in this type. It's made by Reset Mech. It's beautiful. And so if we can figure out a way, it's brand new. It comes with four custom Squonk bottles and retails for over $500.
Holy shit, dude.
I want us to figure out a way how we can raise money to support the channel. And, you know, if people want to donate money to the channel, a certain amount minimum gets them in the giveaway for this, and we can give this away tonight. All proceeds go to supporting Vaping with Thesis and keeping the Ninja Militia alive and thriving. So that's my birthday present to myself and to everybody else. So
thank you, Justino. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Bam Bam chimed in and said the same thing in the chat. He said, after the day I've had, I really need to be in this bitch right now to make my day better. So I'm glad we can do that for you guys.
100%. Thank you guys so much. You guys are it's been a rough week for on our end too. I wrote about it on the Patreon page, you know, the mom and dad's health. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things where like I don't even like thinking about it. So on and so forth. You guys know on the Patreon page I wrote about it, so you guys are very well versed into this. So with that said, thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you guys so much for supporting the independent channel that I am. I don't accept money for good reviews. Sometimes I wish I did, but I try to do everything in my power to support those who support us. Period. End of sentence. Whether you're on the Patreon page or not, though, you know it always is going to prioritize those who fucking support us financially. Otherwise, and even if it's for a month and you get out, dude, I fucking understand. Believe me, I'm there. I've been there. Right now, going through the demonetization, whatever. Justino, dude, happy fucking birthday. How old are you? 19 mentally.
Well, right. six mentally, but it's in 5 minutes. We don't even need to do that. But the thing I wanted to say is Dragon Skill.
Oh yes, the one you were showing me the other day.
I didn't even show this to you. This is like just the process. This is crazy. I'll send pictures so if people want to see it. Unfortunately my my web camera is not great. But,
real quick, how old are you for real though? 35? 34?
I'm gonna be 38 in 5 minutes.
Okay, so we need to get up to 38 likes tonight. We only have 31 watching. That's all right. We can still get to 38 motherfucking likes, son. Okay, so real quick, pass it along to Stroke Diesel. Thank you so much, Justino. Happy birthday, Stroke Diesel, aka Mike Cherokee.
What's happening? Happy birthday to Justino.
Fuck yes.
Chilling. My birthday's in 2 days.
Oh shit!
Goodness.
Yeah.
How old are you gonna be? 33?
Shit, I wish. I would be 42.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little bit like Stroke Diesel at 42. Do you have glorious hair as well?
No.
Mine's just fucking.
When I was in my 20s, maybe, but not in my 40s.
But I started using Rogaine at 23, bro. Like I'm just holding on for dear fucking life. The moment it starts really falling out, I'm going in for surgery. There's not even a like I told Mandy, like I would sell.
I thought
like
we decided you were just gonna shave it. You're just gonna be bald.
I also thought it was gonna look like Jason Statham at that point. So now that I realize I'm not Jason Statham, or Vin Diesel. So I have to figure something out, and I think it's just going to be.
We should try it once.
Transplants.
We should losing my hair when I was 18.
I will give you some hair.
That sounds just like fucking. Oh, it is Andrew. Hold on, back to you. Hold on a second, Andrew. I love you, bro. The whole 19. I know another Andy, not Andrew, but Andy, who was losing his hair we would have been in 6th grade. He already had like, it wasn't losing it, but it was so thin naturally on the top right here. That your hair's nice.
Thank you.
I want to grab it and just. Ray, Stroke Diesel. What are you vaping on, dog?
I got my Wismec Exotic NC with the Goon LP on it, and I'm vaping the Vaporham Lincoln Baja Breeze and that one, and then I got my my Unity on my trusty Smog Pro Color. With the what is this stuff? It's that one of the other lines from Sauce. It's the Main Street, their apple pie. It's pretty good.
Fuck yeah, that's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Ray, what about you, sir?
I am vaping on the Reload X on my Minikin 2.
Whoa,
with that.
Where's that?
Awesome sauce.
There you go. Where's the RDA that's supposed to be on there?
What
cheetah?
Oh, yeah, that's the cheetahs on the other one. It's on my other Minikin. don't know where that's at right now.
That particular Minikin is one of my favorite Minikins of all time, by the way.
I think this is an iJoy. That mech, the 2700 mech mod with the nano on there. That $40 mod, and then with that open road, which is really good. And then today, what I just got in the mail, the Pasito.
How are you enjoying the Pasito right now? You got to get a smaller drip tip for it to be a true MTL.
It's good. I like it.
That's the one you're using, 26 gauge?
27 gauge, 38 gauge wrap, 5 wrap spaced, which is a bitch to build in this damn thing.
I was going to say, that's a big build for that deck, bro.
But it's a 2.5 millimeter. It's a learning curve. If you guys get it, it's a learning curve to build this.
Yep. Stan, what about yourself, Doc? Still the steamer?
Oh, there you go. I was trying to figure out how to unmute myself.
Oh, hell yes. Agates kit?
The Aegis and then the Crown version 4.
Okay, so Stan here is in desperate need of what? E-liquid and what?
Possibly a mod because my battery door is about to break off on mine because I've had it for like a year and a half.
And he's been going back and forth from vaping to cigarettes. Happy birthday, Justino. Look at that.
Happy birthday, Justino.
Happy birthday, Justino.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much. My wife is FaceTiming. I gotta talk to her. Sorry.
Happy birthday to Justino's leaving. Happy birthday to you. All right, Sully Steamer. So he's in a need for a mod. So I'm gonna pull a mod from the Patreon page. He is a patron, so he will be getting a new mod. You're not getting a new tank, asshole. But you get mod.
I'm good on tanks.
I'll get you on a mod and some juice tomorrow. Sound good, bro?
Sounds good, man.
I can't have any friends going back to smoking cigarettes. So that's especially that belong to the Ninja Militia. That's not how we work. All right. So now down to the nitty gritty, baby.
Did we get everybody?
Yes, as far as I know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, sure did. We sure did.
Avalanche just came in.
Avalanche is. I was just gonna say Avalanche.
Avalanche, how's it going, bro? Hand, what are you vaping on, dog? It better not have anything to do with Oakland Raiders. You're muted, bro. You're muted. Spit it out.
I ripped the TFV12 Prince tank, and the e-liquid I'm vaping is the Red's Apple Iced Berries.
Well, the Ice Berries is solid. I've got that right there. I'm not a huge fan of fruit and menthol in particular, but
aside from it tasting like with the menthol, they used Coolada instead of menthol, so it's a lot smoother.
Not only is it smoother, but you don't get any eucalyptus taste in that specific liquid because it's not a menthol. It's you watch your mouth, Dr. Bob. Say wild. God, Dr. Bob is always on that unsub tip.
Yeah, I know.
Dr. Bob, like Captain America.
He's gangster. He just shows up when shit gets real. Let's see. Oh shit! I didn't know Mike Cherokee is a part of the Raiders. Is a Raiders fan.
Why?
Right. Well, they left. It's not even Oakland anymore.
My wife wants to say hi.
Hi. Oh shit! Who wants to say hi?
My wife. She's on the FaceTime.
Justino's wife. How's it going, love?
Wow.
Damn, she's cute as fuck. Y'all both got glasses too? Aw, man. Make some adorable babies.
Just I didn't pick up because I was on the live stream.
Yes.
All right. Say bye.
Story.
He looks like he's hiding in the closet.
It does. It looks because his whole house is the size of a walk-in.
Yeah,
it's literally from New York City. So, baby, we were talking about earlier last week, and we got a lot of comments after the fact about being big fish in a small pond or small fish in a big pond sort of thing. But that's not the right way to look at it.
Time out.
Okay.
Time out. We need to take a poll.
Okay.
We need to take a poll. How many is a handful? Don't even comment about it.
7.
How
many is a handful? Don't say a word.
So far, I'm winning.
Depends on the size of your hand.
Boom. That's another good one. That's another good one. Here, how's this question? How's this?
Depends on the question.
Hold on. Stop. Is a handful an ambiguous number, or is it an exact number.
I never said it was an exact.
Yes, you.
I'd go ambiguous.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Mandy.
Okay. So
well, let everyone answer. Let everyone answer. Let everyone answer.
Contextually,
a couple,
I can agree.
Or a few.
A couple and a few.
Yep.
A couple and a few.
A handful.
Completely agree.
Is super ambiguous.
Did she say handful was 5 because there's
yes.
5? Oh, okay. See, I get you.
So he said something. He's like, we were talking about something. I was like, oh, like a handful. And he's like, oh, so like 3 or 4. And I was like, no, fucking 5. 5. But then he said, but what if I was to say, oh, can you hand me a handful of potato chips? I was like, well, that's a different story.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like a few is specific. It's 3. A couple is always 2. Some is generally 5, but they're still pretty ambiguous. How many times do you have sex a week?
Okay, this sounds a little too confusing, to be honest. If you're asking for, give me a handful of potato chips, you're not going to get 5 potato chips. Though.
Yes. I completely agree. That's what I'm saying. Like
it's kind of subjective to its situation.
Yes, I completely agree. I completely agree.
100%.
As long as something you have fits in the palm of your hand, not counting your fingers, it's a handful.
So let's go more of an arbitrary situation. Like how many times a week do you go to the gym? Oh, a handful. So to me, a handful could be anywhere between like 4 and 8 times.
That doesn't make any sense to me. It makes no sense to me.
Because if you're
like 4 or 5. Okay.
But if you say like a dozen, okay, that's a bunch. That's a bunch. Right?
Ooh, how many is a bunch?
Yeah, how much is a bunch?
A dozen is pretty specific.
Yeah, a dozen is yeah, I agree.
A dozen is how many?
A bunch should be 10.
Oh yeah, I think I completely agree. A bunch would be like between like 7, 8, 9, 10, like something more than
I think it has something to do with like there was a bunch of sticks and a bunch of sticks were 10 sticks tied together. Something
like
like
you
that.
sell bananas in bunches, right?
Bundles.
No, bundles of sticks, bunches. Like a faggot is a bundle. It's actually a burdensome woman, but bundle of sticks, bundle of cigarettes. Like to me, it's a bundle, right? It's like a closed source. A bunch is ambiguous. 1 bunch, 2 bunch.
Because if somebody said to me, I don't know. It's hard. But you threw me off with the fucking sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
I just bunched up a paper bag.
True. That's only 1 paper bag, but it's got a bunch of wrinkles.
That's a bunch. Yeah.
Hey, now you want to update on the fights?
Oh yeah, throw it up.
Ngannou knocked out Dos Santos round 1.
What? Dos Santos got knocked out?
Yep.
Is the highlights up already or no?
Yeah, they just put up the post-fight press conference and the highlights.
Oh, it's on ESPN. Yeah, Francis Ngannou, TKO's Junior Dos Santos, first round.
Yep.
In the first fucking round, guys, 24 minutes ago. Holy shit.
Yo, Nas, I gotta
did you watch it? All right, love you so much, Ryan. Thank you so much for staying up, man. I know you had a long fucking day. Do you got to work tomorrow, bro?
No, thank God.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hey, enjoy that coil. I know you said wrap it to the exact dimensions of your dick, so I did. And
thank you so much. Super thick. It's not quite triple and triple the length.
Well, I mean, lengthwise, I would have needed like mile, obviously, but
mile. That's right. We're not talking about Bob's dick.
I don't want to get into the dick conversation right now.
Bob Squad just bought a fucking motorcycle, and I told him he's gonna have to get some saddlebags. So hold on to it.
Yeah, I'll send you pictures of that frame staple. I'm gonna work on it tomorrow, hopefully. But
sounds good, bro.
Beer fest in one town, like right near me. So I'm gonna get sweaty and drunk and have a good time. But love you all.
Okay,
have a good night. Happy birthday to each and both of you guys. And
to the handful.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey, put those fucking coils I made on a mech mod and vape it.
I got you, bro. I got you.
You better.
I got you. Thank you so much, bro. I know, again, like you were saying, you're tired. I appreciate you coming out.
Only for you, baby. Peace.
Love that shit. See you, dude. Huh?
Under the table.
What?
Under the table.
What a fucking puss. If you were gonna, this is something I dream about, like when I'm awake on a regular basis, and I probably should stop. three things in particular. Lately, one of them has been my head opening up like a watermelon, but the other one is like being in a coffin and then cement being poured over me, or like sand being poured over me.
Being buried alive?
Yeah, but like purposefully, I can still breathe for a couple hours.
Have you ever looked up the meaning of what your dreams mean?
No, these aren't dreams. These are just like fears that I think about during
like
the daytime.
Irrational, just like
yeah. Like I'll give you an example. I was digging out the fire pit a couple of days ago. Today I was emptying it out, and as I was emptying out the trailer full of ash and dirt and shit, I was just like, I had to check to make sure that there was nobody in the hole like 5 times. Like I have a bizarre obsessive compulsive that just goes like, it comes and goes. Like that fear will be gone by next Thursday. But like it's just something that like right now I have a fear of my head opening up like a watermelon. Like I've probably thought about it 4 times on the way home.
Like with a knife, like
nope. Like I'll give you a perfect example is like if I'm standing on the trailer and you take off on accident really fast and I have no control and I fall back and my head just hits the concrete so hard it just splatters.
I wouldn't call that a watermelon.
Yeah, like the way like you would drop a watermelon just whoosh.
Oh.
That fucked up. I think I'm retarded. Like I think there's something wrong with my head. I think I'm fucked up.
I don't think you can say the R word.
What? Fucked up?
Yep.
I think I'm messed up.
I've got to take off, Nas.
I love you so much, Andrew.
Happy birthday, Justino. Good talking to you, Mandy.
Yes, you too.
Let me give a shout out to Andrew quick.
Yeah.
Shout out your Instagram real quick.
Vapors_Hayes, I think it is.
Vapors Hayes. Yeah. Do you really not know? I know it.
Yeah, I don't have to type it in ever. So
Andrew's a super good dude. If you guys have any questions specifically in particular about builds, for example, if you need any impressions done for a YouTube channel, god damn it, just pay him $20, he'll do a bunch.
Or cut him beats.
Vapors_Hayes, all lowercase.
All right.
That's the American spelling of vapors, not the Australian spelling.
Vapors.
Andrew do a
VAPORS.
Yes. All right, bro. Love you.
All right.
Thank you for joining, Doc.
Love you too, man. See you later.
Let's see. So, what do you think that? Because I'll think of something just one time, but then like when it makes an impression in my head, if I try not to think about it, my brain's like checking on me, like being like, "Are
I
you
get
not
that
thinking
way.
about this?"
I have like this thing that like something comes in my head and it triggers it, and I get this like feeling in my gut, and then I'll forget about it, and then I go back. I'm like, wait, why did I have that feeling in my gut? And then I have to like think about what was fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. But
like,
that's and it's
force myself to like remember.
Yes, and that's actually normal. I've looked it up. It's this. Your brain is to making sure that you're not thinking about what it's not supposed to be thinking about.
Is this the first time that Mandy's been on with us here in the stream like this?
Yes, it is.
Yay! I'm excited. This is actually what I've been wanting for a long time.
We had a deal.
Yep.
We went out for margaritas after work, but we could only go out for margaritas after work if I came on.
Which I think was a solid
time.
I know.
That's a good deal.
It was, yeah.
Just, what is it like being from a place where 3 out of the 8 of us have been wearing New York t-shirts or sweatshirts? Nobody ever wears a Minnesota shirt that's not from here.
It's kind of surreal. I was actually, I don't know whose I was looking at. I think it was Will's before he left. But
Andrew.
I'm sorry, Andrew. It said just New York. Who has, no, and then Caesar has the Yankees. The team ones are okay, but the ones that just say just New York on them, I always wonder how they ended up like traveling through the world to make it.
Especially in Australia.
Or did they even go to New York, or did they buy it at Goodwill?
Because when Mandy and I, like on Top Gear, there was a chick who had a Minnesota sweatshirt on, and I freaked out and I screenshotted it. And then when Bert Kreischer was on Rogan with the Twin Cities hat, I was like, this motherfucker right here is representing. I fucking threw it up. And then he talked about it because anytime Minnesota gets mentioned, like everyone in Minnesota goes crazy and like posts it. So he's like, Bert Kreischer later talked about, he's like, don't get excited. I didn't even know what hat I had on. So it hurt my feelings. And then he said it was the Angels. Like, no, it was Twin Cities. I was like, oops, it hurts my feelings, baby.
Yeah.
It hurts my feelings genuinely. But I want to give a big shout out to the big shout out to the sponsor, podjuice55.com, coupon code thesis15, 15% off. That is what I'm rocking right now in my dildo model, one of my favorite pods systems of all time. I still use it. I just bought another one, the Pufino Puro. If you can get your hands on it, they're really hard to find. I just bought one from Vapor DNA for $45, which is a little bit overpriced, and they still have some replacement pods available. If they're not gone by tomorrow, I'm going to buy whatever they have left for replacement pods, because they're not going to come out with more of them. So tonight, if you guys want to know my favorite pod system of all time, still to this day, is the Pufino Puro. Right here.
It looks like a poopy penis.
It looks like a poopy penis. Like a legitimate vibrator. It's still amazing. I don't give a fuck.
No. It looks like a poopy penis.
Well, I'm telling you right now.
Vibrate while you vaped it.
Yeah, if it did, my lips, I wouldn't give a fuck, because the flavor and the throat hit is that perfect. The MTL is perfect. Baby, want to hit?
No, thank you.
No, we're good. So, more on that subject.
I gotta throw this out there. Justina, I just finished Hannibal like yesterday.
Oh yeah. And
the movie?
The TV show.
It was good. I mean, it was good. I liked it. I mean, I watched the whole thing, so it was good.
So never make a recommendation about films or movies or books to Ray, because what he'll do is he'll constantly call you, no matter what you're doing, whether you're on the toilet, like wherever you are, right, making love to your partner, like whatever, and complain, not about how much he hates it, but about the fact that he likes it and keeps on watching it, but about all the things he doesn't like, because he, like me, is a curmudgeon and just can't just enjoy things, right? So just
I do.
have a recommendation like, oh, yo, Ray, you might like.
That's me too.
So I'm the same way. That's my.
If something is going good, like I will seek out like, why isn't this always this good?
Well, no, I mean, even watching movies or TV shows, I'm like super into movie, and he'd be like, "That's so fucking unrealistic." Do you hear the what do you call it? After like when they go back and do the sound.
Oh, it's all the sound design. Yeah.
No, but you call it something else.
The Foley sound.
No, I call it something different. What
After production.
Oh, post-production.
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 It's the worst post-production I've ever seen. Like, can't you just watch a fucking movie?
No. What upsets me the most is when someone goes to pick up a gun and it sounds like the thing is falling apart. Like guns don't sound.
That's called Foley.
It's called sound design. It's called.
I have a friend that works for Sony that does that.
Yes, it is Foley. If you're in the industry, it's called Foley, but that's not the term for it is post-production. It's everything that's dubbed afterwards, voices, everything. But yes, it is Foley. It's all the sound effects are Foley. Like, so if you hear like hamburgers falling from the sky, it's a wet rag, or if you hear bones breaking, it's actually lettuce, like shit like that. When I was going to school that was one of the things I was super, what is that called? Jaded by, and I hated it. I'm like, if you go into Foley, you're a fucking loser. Stop. Just record it on scene. And then when I went to like actual documentary sets or like movie sets at IPR, and I was like, oh, you can't record them at the scene. Because
they make bank though. My homie I have two homies that do sound. Foley guys make bank.
Good luck getting into it. There's only like 4 of them. That's it. You can't get a job, and if you are not got connected,
he's one of them.
I was gonna say there's like 4.
He's one of
really good companies. That's about it.
Yeah. And Justino, just to let you know, I actually, out of all of them, season 3 was the best. But
I don't think you guys know what you're talking about when it comes to movies.
Well, first of all, that shows how much you know. We're talking about TV shows, but that's cool. That's cool. That's
what I meant. Like, you guys don't know what like good entertainment is.
Oh, is that what you meant? Cool. Mandy,
how many movies do you watch, Nas?
Realistic ones.
Well, he's watch the movie if he complains about it, because I do that.
Like, oh yeah, for sure. I'll be like, I can't fucking watch this, and I'll go to bed. And then 2 hours later, he's like, that was the stupidest fucking movie I've ever seen. But he watched the whole thing.
I have to finish it because I hate watch it.
Yes, I know the feeling. I can't stop watching it, but I hate it.
The one that fucked me up was the Black Klansman. I got so upset. I got so upset. I got upset for the wrong reasons. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this. I got so upset as all of it was a bunch of liberal fucking cuck. They just injected it. They just fucking jerked off into the soup. They just fucking like make America, bring it to its greatest again. I'm like, oh God, dude. Like, look, I get it. I'm liberal, but I fucking hate being preached to. The worst part is at the end, you watch that bitch die in real life, like actual.
I haven't seen it. Thanks, Thesis.
No, it's not a part of the movie. It's not a part of the movie. They actually show the footage of the actual that dude who drove his Challenger into the fucking crowd, which I'm not even 100% not getting.
Finally, he got a death sentence.
What?
Finally, they charged that guy with. Finally, they gave that guy a death sentence.
Right, which is great. But what I'm saying is, they didn't give you any warning before they fucking showed that shit. Oh shit, Tim Frusta hitting us up from the fucking kitchen. That's my boy. What's going on, Broham? So they show the actual chick getting murdered. No warning. Like there was a pretty giggly part at the end, and all of a sudden, whoa, boom, 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 boom. And then what I have to do, if I see a video like that unexpectedly, then I have to go in this rabbit hole and I have to watch people die for a little bit to like desensitize myself, because otherwise I'll think about it for a long time. So then I had to watch it in slow motion, like 60 different angles on the internets. China. That's how you push any politics, put in anything popular. Exactly, Breton or Brayton, however you say your name, Taysom. And look, that's what I'm saying.
It was a good movie.
Whatever. It was really politically driven.
Was like I know, but like if you would just watch it without, like it was like funny.
It was parts of it were like super. There's some fucked up. The end would hurt my feelings.
I didn't watch that. I fell asleep.
That's what I would recommend. You got to watch Red State.
That's Kevin Smith.
Red
fucking
State by Kevin Smith. Yeah,
that movie pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah. Me too, but it was still politically driven though. Like it's still. I love Kevin Smith.
But the thing about it is, that's a politically driven movie coming from somebody who doesn't do political driven movies. So you got to give him props on that because it made you feel fucking conservative when you watched it.
That's a good point. And I haven't watched the whole thing, so I can't say.
If you knew the backstory as to why he made the movie, he made it because he would, when he went to go do viewings of those movies at festivals, the people from that church would show up to pretty much picket
Baptist. What is it?
And have all those signs.
Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah, they would go and picket in front of the theaters that he was viewing the movie, which is pretty much why he did it.
100%. Well, here's the things that upsets me though, like with the whole shit like that, is like, look, you can't take people's free speech, and I'm very, very militant in the fact that I believe that social media is a part of our free speech. In fact, I think it's almost more important that our social media remain completely free. I believe that racists should still have a platform. I believe that sexists should still have a platform. I believe that feminists should still have a platform. Liberal, conservative, alt-right, fucking left, like super left commie. Like,
John Goodman is in that movie?
I had no idea. Which is funny because in real life, I don't know, is it John Goodman that's pretty conservative?
Yeah.
Yeah, and but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference between conservative and then, alt-right, and there's a difference between me. I'm liberal, I'm left-wing liberal, but I'm like a true left-wing liberal in the sense of like I think that people should have freedoms. Does that make sense? I think that if you want to kill babies, kill babies. If you want to have like guns, have guns. If you I don't think that there should be as much regulation as there is, but I also believe in taxes. I think that everyone deserves a right to an education. I don't mind paying taxes as long as it's going to help help the community, roads, free college. And of course, it's not free. We have to pay for it, right? And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with healthcare being universal as long as the quality stays there. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
If you're more of a free thinker, you should switch to becoming a libertarian.
Nah, libertarians fucking no, because libertarianism doesn't work. Tax wise, how are you going to pay for
anything?
Yeah, you need to have taxes. You need to have, even if it's high taxes. I don't give a fuck. Like, oh, you know what? Johnny Dingo has a good point. Westboro Baptist Church did more for gay rights than 30 years of gay advocacy. It's funny because that's a true statement. When you have someone that's an extremist, that makes the other side that much more invigorated to do something about it. So you have this small group of Westboro Baptist Church that makes this side, even like Republicans, makes them fucking sick. Does that make sense?
They did some for gay rights, but picketing and yelling slander terms at a gay kid's funeral doesn't help whatsoever.
No, but that's what. No, it does help. That's what I'm saying. That helped.
It's fucked up though.
Right. I think so. Caesar's disagreeing with you. I mean, it's interesting, Nas, because what you're saying is like, in terms of political rights, right? What you're espousing is like kind of a libertarian sort of like free to be you and me, right? That's like, it's like hardcore, like do not impinge on the freedom of the individual, no matter what, right? And
100%.
that, but then when it comes to like economic policy, you're like, listen, we need a strong state that can provide a social safety net and basic municipal services for citizens, and we have to fund it through a tax base, right?
Yes, 100%.
Now, I think that is one thing, right? And then sort of the separate from that, I think it's really interesting the point that Johnny Dingo brings up, that basically people need to be riled up in order to do something around a particular issue, right? Like sort of and that what a little bit of what Caesar was saying, I kind of agree with that, like sort of that it's a double-edged sword, because what you also have to understand is that like the Westboro Baptist Church, right, also helped to influence quite a bit of political legislation that hurt, you know what I mean? That it hurt people who are traditionally marginalized, right? And so, I mean, it's just a tricky thing, though. To a certain extent, I mean, I wish that we don't have anybody on that's from the UK, right? Because they have a different sort of legal policy and legislation around free speech. Like they don't allow hate speech. Yeah. They don't have freedom.
It's not actual free speech. Same with Canada.
Right.
They don't actually have a constitution like that.
Right.
Can I chime in on something?
Yeah.
All right. So like you guys know I had surviving life on my channel, right? So with the whole like rights of like everybody, this is the topic, correct?
Yep.
So basically there's a big giant movement that nobody really knows about making pedophilia normalization of pedophilia. And what he's doing is he's trying to make it known to people to stop it. So
where's
that's
this
also
movement?
an issue too. I'm sorry.
Right, but that's not what I'm getting at. I'm talking about when
that's the same concept though. That's they're trying to make it freedom of that. They're trying to make that more. They're trying to make that normalization of that.
Right, but with that freedom
people can
includes
be free
the
to do
suppression of someone who's underage and all that kind of stuff. That's not right. That's different than having a person.
No, but the thing is, there's a movement out there doing it though. There is a movement out there doing it.
Really?
Yes, there is.
That's one of the challenges. I think that's one of the challenges that sort of if you have sort of legislation or a policy that's like nobody can infringe on the liberties of the individual, right? That it becomes hard for you to be able to then construct legislation that says this is right and this is wrong and these are the consequences that you're going to suffer, right? For example, right, if you do something harmful, if you commit an act of violence against somebody unprovoked, if you do something to a minor, right? If you commit an act of like basically a hate crime, that one of, I mean, and we're experiencing this right now. I think modern societies and governments all over the world are like trying to figure this out. Like, how do you sort of honor the best principles of living in a progressive society while simultaneously safeguarding against those who would like seek to infringe upon those freedoms or liberties, right? Because it's like, how do you,
that's what
the pedophilic, that's the sharpest edge, right? Because a little bit of what you're saying now is, okay, everybody should be able to believe in what they believe in. And now sort of, how does that connect to action? I guess in your mind,
right? But to me, the whole pedophilia thing that'll never have any ground to stand on, because you're literally imposing your will on someone who cannot, like,
who can't consent.
I mean, it's never going away.
There's no. A 6-year-old has no. How do you say that? They can't fight back. There's no. That's a completely different situation. But I'm talking about like, so like with we'll pick a easy one, like guns. That is only affecting that person. 9 times out of 10.
I wasn't trying to bring up like a touchy subject. It's just I wanted to bring that to.
No, those are good. Those are
touchy subjects. Get people talking.
I was gonna say. Yeah. And how about we don't call that touchy subjects? But in terms of like individual freedoms, such as like marriage, gay marriage, if you want to kill babies with abortion, like as long as it's not late term abortion, but things like that, you should have all of those freedoms. But the freedom, pedophilia, that's doing something to someone else. If you want to purchase a gun, that's different than touching somebody else who's unwilling to be touched or doesn't know the difference. Like someone who's, retarded or mentally handicapped in a wheelchair or whatever who can't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but somebody can completely fight against that and say that buying a gun does affect somebody else.
But no,
I'm just
most
playing devil. I'm just fighting the other side, but people could say that.
Right, but if we're looking at analytics, we're looking at facts. The facts are that most gun crimes, beyond the majority of gun crimes that are inflicted on other people, so from person A to person B, are stolen guns. Most of those are stolen guns, so not purchased legitimately. Most, and the reason why I'm saying most because I don't have the numbers in front of me, but the majority of all gun quote unquote crimes, violence is suicide. And then the other one is going to be spouse to spouse, and even then, and that's a tiny percentage for gun deaths. Another blown out of proportion gun deaths is police interaction with a suspect. The percentage in comparison to like suicide, for example, is minuscule. You can almost not even see it. That's how large the suicide rate with guns are. But they overblow it by adding that suicide to death by gun, whether it be purchasing an illegal weapon and in a robbery, whether it be a cop against a suspect, whether it be suicide. But the suicide one is giant. But yes, I understand what you're saying with affecting other people. All legitimate guns, like I have a permit to carry, right? That proves I have no felonies, no violent felonies, no misdemeanors that are assault related. That proves
that we know of.
But that's what I'm saying. That card proves on a federal level and on a state level that I have nothing, and I've done my training, all that stuff. You know what I mean? And most guns that I purchase legally have to have that right there, unless you're at a gun show, in which case, even then, I still had to use it for one because he was a federal dealer. But that's the only time. And most states aren't like Minnesota, like where you can just person.
Oh, here, there's actually people that at the gun shows out here in Vegas. You can sell a gun outside the gun show.
Well, yeah, we can do that. I've sold so many. I've bought so many guns without any paperwork. You don't need paperwork.
Great. Nevada's barely a state though. Like I don't even I don't even know.
That's not true because Nevada's Nevada's harder on guns than we are.
Nevada is not my state. California is my state.
I would never.
But you know what I can do in Nevada that you can't do there is I can go outside. I can go to the convention. That too. But I can go down the street to the strip and walk around with beer.
Why?
Pretty nice.
You know what's hilarious is I can go and buy any gun I want in Minnesota, no restrictions. I have suppressors legally, suppressors, aka silencers. Nope. But if I go outside with a beer off my property, boom, misdemeanor right there.
Yep.
Which is fucking bullshit. That's and just like I think all drugs should be legalized. The hardest drugs you can possibly imagine should be 100% decriminalized. Heroin, cocaine, meth, doesn't matter.
They've shown it should be legalized for therapeutic purposes.
Decriminalization of hard drugs has been shown to just all of the main like social markers that you look at in terms of like crimes, violent crimes, sort of recidivism, right? When it like sort of the committing of crimes and repeat committing of crimes, right? When it comes to drug related crimes, right? All of those things go down when decriminalization is done. Decriminalization in particular, not in terms of like people carrying mad weight, right? But decriminalization in terms of amounts for personal use, right? Like every major city that's done it has demonstrated, right, how, first of all, disproportionately applied, like what kind of conviction rates or what kind of sentences are given for different types of drugs. But beyond that, it's a social good. Decriminalization is a social good, right? Because don't criminalize the person using the drugs, right? Why don't you point that? Why don't you seek to address the issue on a more fundamental level? It's like sort of being like, we're going to target obesity, right? By going after the dude after he walks out of the McDonald's with the Big Mac, right? Why don't we start in a different place, right? And why don't we look at it in a different place? And it's been proven to work. Although crispy chicken sandwiches are delicious, and I'm kind of getting a little bit of a craving for them.
Well, I think you have a good point, Justino. Is like in a personal amount, I think that's different than if you find somebody who's like looking to sell and distribute. Like I think we're looking at a completely different situation.
And I also think it's different when if it's state mandated. In other words, like state is making the drugs. So like even if it's not state, but it's oversight, it has oversight in labs from the state. The drugs are going to be safer, and they're also administered like in Portugal. Perry Dubs just brought up Amsterdam, same thing. What was that? You heard that though, right? That was fucking bizarre. Different countries like Switzerland, Norway, like hard drugs. Same with it to heroin, God forbid. And I walk into a equivalent to a methadone clinic, but it's actual heroin. They'll give you as much as you want, as long as it doesn't kill you. Does that make sense? They back it off just a bit. And what they also do is they give you a job. They give you a list like, all right, here, this is everyone who's hiring that'll accept your application. And what ends up by happening is just like the rat study. It's called Rat City. Check out that study from the 1980s, where they eventually wean themselves off without external help because they now feel useful because they have a job, they have a place to live, they have this, that, the other. So it's not just legalization of drugs helps, but it's also they're helping them feel like a productive member of society.
Mm-hmm.
Well, looking at it from a pharmaceutical standpoint, they use not the same equivalent amount of those drugs they use a small amount of those drugs in medication to sit there so people can act right. Someone's a meth addict, they give them a pharmaceutical drug that is partially like heroin or cocaine. It's just regulated in a different form and in a different percentage.
100%.
Called something else.
Yep.
Charge a lot of money for it.
Yep. Yep. All right, guys, I don't want to, but it's 11:35. I got to bring Mandy to work in the morning at 7. So with that motherfucking said, that was a good conversation. I think we should have more panel discussions like this in the future. Like this coming Saturday, I think we should come up with subjects on the Patreon page. And let's fucking do it. Guys, if you're watching, you're not a part of the Patreon, I'm going to put the link right here, patreon.com.
We didn't get enough likes yet.
Himself. Okay. When we get at 32 likes.
We're at 32 likes.
Okay. Well, we're at. All right, that's good.
32.
33 plus
topics like what's right or wrong and what's PC, what's not, different stuff.
We don't worry about on this channel, dude. Like, guys, this channel's already been demonetized. So the only way I can make money is through Patreon and through Super Chat and PayPal. So as far as I'm concerned, fuck it. We want to talk about what we want to talk about. Nothing is going to stop that. If you have something to say, this is a safe space for real speech, not politically correct speech. If you have something to say, you're more than welcome to say it. End of sentence. As long as you're not fucking being
hurting somebody's feelings.
Yeah, if you're not purposely going after somebody personally, say what you got to say. Period. And everyone here should know, everyone watching should know, it's none of this is ever personal. It's never an attack against anybody at all. Period. Hey, thank you so much, Jesse. I appreciate it for all you guys. Josh Vapes. All right, guys. I want to give another big shout out to Andrew, Ryan Lilly, motherfucking Avalanche, Justino. Happy birthday, bro. Happy
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Justino.
There was a bill entered last week to ban silencers, legal or not.
Happy birthday, Justino.
Thank you.
I think you said that earlier. I'm going to look at that. I've got mine are legal, and I purchased the one that I have. I say like I only have one, but I purchased it federally. I have a federal tax stamp and everything.
Can we see that coil again?
Bam, jam.
If they make silencers illegal, people are just going to manufacture them themselves.
Exactly.
What's that?
They'll just, if they make them illegal, people just.
You know what fucking sucks is I have a legal bumpski that I had to get rid of because there's no grandfathering in for bumpskis.
What's that?
Bump stocks.
Bump stocks. My AKs were fully automatic. I mean, they weren't. I purchased them legally, and you can purchase a bump stock legally at the time, but then Trump made them illegal, and I thought there was going to be grandfathered in.
Do you know why that happened?
Because of fucking your stupid state, man. Bunch of liberals.
Well, look at what they did.
No, that's because a guy took out a whole bunch of people in that casino with the bump stocks, yo.
What's okay? One person.
Well, look at what they did with trying to regulate people having extended clips.
I've got 100-round magazines.
You couldn't have a certain amount of rounds in your magazines, and people started making them themselves and finding out different tricky ways to have them legal. In a
Hold on.
sense.
With all this said, I want to just be sure I say it again. Everything I own is 100% legal. And if I've got to get rid of something, aka like a bump stock, then I will. It just sucks that I've got to go through it. Nadia, Cabrera, how's it going? And deuces. It just pisses me off that freedoms are taken like that. And Ray, I don't mean to minimize that. That was horrible. That was absolutely fucking horrible.
No, it takes one person to fuck it up for everybody.
Yeah,
I understand.
man, it sucks. I paid like $350 or $400 for that bump stock, and now it's fucking hacked up in the recycling. Ah,
Look at the video that was put on Facebook of that guy who went in, shot up all those people in that mosque while they were praying.
Yep.
It's like, how the hell did he get all those weapons? Well, it wasn't in the United States. He was in a different country.
Wait, in New Zealand?
Yep. Yeah, but
yeah, that's right.
The question lies in where did he get those weapons from?
Yep.
That's the main question.
Oh, it sucks. It sucks. It's one of those things, like I said, like if I have to get rid of some stuff, like if they do, fuck, man, I paid a lot of money for that fucking suppressor. Not even the suppressor. I had to pay money for the tax stamp. The tax stamp is $200 alone. And then after the tax stamp, then you got to buy the suppressor, which is another $600. That's a lot of fucking money and the only reason why I bought it was literally so I didn't have to wear I still wear earbuds, but now the nice thing is I don't have to wear the giant ones like this. It's still loud. It's still super fucking loud, but it's just, it's like 30 decibels less. But when you're talking about 140 decibels, it's still 110 decibels. It's still fucking loud as shit.
Yeah.
It's going from a straight piped exhaust to like a Flowmaster. What? Is Mitra watching? All right, guys. I'm sorry. Mandy's laughing and giggling. She's overtired. Bitch, thank each and every one of you guys. Ray, Justino, Tim, Studley Steamer, Avalanche, Andrew Hatley, motherfucker. Hatley, I can never remember. We call him Australia. The Australian Mike Vapes. Ryan Lilly, all of you guys, Mike Cherokee. If I forgot anybody, I apologize. Happy birthday, Mike. Happy birthday, Justino. 38 years old. Motherfucker's been smoke free for like 15 decades, bro. Love you so much.
Almost 8 years.
Almost. God damn. Son.
And I was smoking almost 2 packs a day of American Spirit Yellows.
Oh, shit. Some gangster stuff. Bitch, it's okay. Smell the truck. Now, with that being said, I want to tell you that I appreciate you vaping with these. We're out.